Welcome to this free training. Today we're going to be discussing how your website is killing your business. Your host for this training. Hi, my name's Harvey. I run JellyPixels, which is a UK-based digital agency, and we've helped a wide range of clients scale their businesses online. We've generated tens of thousands in extra revenue for our clients, and we specialise in designing powerful websites and using modern, intelligent marketing. So what kind of business do I run? I've included two previous client testimonials here, and I'm hoping they give you a bit of an insight into the kind of quality and level of service we provide. So I'll give you a few seconds to just read through these and get an idea. So, I just want to make a few things clear before we get into this training. First of all, it isn't going to try and hype you up. There won't be any psychological mind games, and my ideal client can come to decisions with logic and reasoning. Layout. There are no back and forth buttons or speed controls on this training, and it should take you about 15 minutes to run through. And to be honest, if you can't sit still through it, frankly you have bigger problems to worry about than scaling your business. Actionable. This training is going to give you several actionable tips to improve your website and grow to the next level. And not many people give this info away so freely, so make sure to take notes. If that sounds fair to you, let's get straight into it. So, what are we going to cover? First, why your website is your secret but most important salesman. Build for sales, design for trust. Why all businesses need to remove themselves from the sales process in order to scale aggressively. How your current website is stealing sales from you. And finally, niche authority, dominating your competition and staying in front. Ready to go? Let's get started. Times are changing in this online market, and there's a revolution in progress. Over the last few years, a selection of business owners at varying levels have realised the enormous potential, but also importance of having an online presence. Now, some have taken advantage of it, but some have pondered, not really realising the immense power your digital brand carries. And we're at a stage now where only a small portion of businesses are actually grabbing this absolute goldmine of an opportunity by the horns and reaching unthinkable levels of business success. Now, what is this revolution? Put simply, it's the realisation that your website is your secret yet most important salesman. And at JellyPixels, we work with clients to transition into these new breed of businesses. Now let's get into some training on how you can turn your business into one of these new breeds. Most businesses out there, they think their websites are just a way to display your service or offering and the details to get in touch. They haven't implemented or thought out a solid sales process. They don't make the user experience easy and frictionless. They ignore the availability of visitor analytics and tracking, and they generate an inconsistent flow of leads, sales and predictability. Now, the new breed businesses. They understand that almost everyone searches the internet when they're looking for something. They accept that more than 52.2% of website visits originated from mobile devices last year. They realise that your website is a customer's first impression. They build their site around their sales process but designed to convey expertise and build trust. And they utilise landing pages and powerful analytics. I mean, how often has this happened? You have a problem and the first thing you do is pull out your mobile phone and you search into Google. It's just what we do nowadays. So, your secret salesman. Almost all your potential customer discovery originates from a Google search. You need to realise that your website is a secret salesman, and not just any. It's likely going to be your top level salesman, and by that I mean a potential customer's first point of contact. Now here's one of the most important things people miss. In store, people know and feel like they're being sold to, whereas a website is far more passive, it's not in your face, buy. Build your site around sales, but design for trust. Make it easy for people to progress through your sales process without them even realising. You want a design that has them so entranced and sold on your product without having to do anything other than have them visit your website. This is where you can begin to scale rapidly. The first step to scaling. So, first, you need to remove yourself from the sales process. There's only so much time you have. You only have, say, 8 hours in a day and you can only sell to a certain amount of people. When instead your website could be selling to 1,000, 100,000, 1 million, you get the point. When you build a site that automates your sales process, you can remove yourself from it, gain back your time, and scale aggressively. You have a profitable machine that just keeps running and running with the occasional tweak or improvement here or there. Scheduling. An example of a way you can automate part of your sales funnel is booking/reservation platforms. At JellyPixels, we use an online scheduling platform for all our meetings. How often have you been trying to schedule a meeting with a client? You know, that back and forth of, how about Friday at 12? Can't do that. How about Saturday at 3? Why not just link them to your calendar and let them book whenever works for them? Remove yourself. And this creates leads on autopilot. Now we have to blur out some details due to NDAs, but this is one of our clients' inboxes linked to their site. They're receiving discovery meeting/consultation meeting bookings several times each and every day. And how much work do you think they put in to generate these highly qualified leads? That's right, nothing. These just come in all the time. And this isn't luck, it's strategy. You know, having a good website and a clean sales process, you're going to be generating leads on autopilot all the time. Now here's a key point that you need to understand. Websites are only as valuable as the real world results they bring a business. So many agencies out there will sell you on this fancy looking site. They'll distract you with flashy design, gimmicky animations and random widgets. And they've got so good at selling it that you forget to think, is this design actually implementing a solid sales process that's going to bring my business results? But we're here to make a difference. Within 7 days of partnering up with JellyPixels, they'd completely redesigned our site. We quickly began to see great results. Not only are we generating significantly more leads and sales, but we're spending a quarter of the time to achieve those results. Now let's reclaim some of that money that you're leaving on the table. There's no point in pouring water in a bucket of holes, so let's start by fixing some of the basic problems with your site. First of all is speed. If your site doesn't load quickly, people are going to leave with a good chance of never coming back. Like that, you just lost a potential sale. Take a look at this graph. It details how loading time affects bounce rate. Now bounce rate is the percentage of users that leave a website after viewing only one page. Now what I want you to do is read out the sentence on the next slide. Ready? Not much time, eh? Well, if your site doesn't load in that space of time, you can consider approximately 10% of your visitors lost. 10% of your potential yearly sales gone, just like that. So here are the repercussions of a slow site. 4 seconds to load, 17% lost. 7 seconds to load, 32% of visitors lost. Now here's the kicker. The average time it took to fully load a landing page in 2018 was 22 seconds. So now you're probably feeling a bit like this guy. You know, how much traffic do you think you're losing? How much revenue have you just let go of over the past 3 years by having a slow site? I'm guessing it's in the tens or even hundreds of thousands, right? Now how bad is my current site? Here's one of our old client sites versus the new one. You can see the clear increase from 31 out of 100 to 100 out of 100 on Google's page speed insights. So, up next, completely responsive. If your site is not responsive in 2019, you can safely assume that there is a potential to lose a huge portion of business. Responsive wins. In 2018, 52.2% of website visits originated from mobile devices. Now with that crazy figure, if your site isn't completely mobile friendly in 2019, you're going to be doing a range of things. First, you're creating a bad impression and letting everyone know you don't care about customer experience. Second, you're pushing potential customers away in the first second of discovering you. And finally, you're guaranteed to be losing revenue. So, how much am I losing? Let's say you're an accountant and your average client pays £100 per month, so £1,200 a year. You work with clients on average for 15 years and over that time, their value to you is worth about 18 grand. If your close to visitor rate is 1% and you get 2.5 thousand visitors a month, you're losing 5.4 million in revenue over the next 15 years. That equates to an extra £360,000 you could be getting each year, and that doesn't even include potential referrals. Think about how much that could change your business, what you could reinvest that in to grow. So, next, security. Security is often ignored, and a lack of security on your website can have a far greater negative effect than you may have thought. Now here's how it actually affects you and your business. So first, it could be affecting your site's ranking. Ever notice that little lock symbol in your browser URL? Maybe you've also noticed the text not secure. This is your browser's way of letting you know whether or not the site you're on is encrypted via an SSL certificate. And it turns out that Google ranks HTTPS, which are secure sites, higher in search. This means you could be the best business in your area, but if your site isn't secure, you may appear far lower in search results. It's also reported that a proportion of visitors will find the not secure label off-putting, especially if they're having to enter personal details. For example, name, address, credit card, things like that. You could have a ton of abandoned carts or booking submissions that you had no idea about. In order to fix this, install an SSL certificate on your website today. Next, dominating your competition. In order to dominate your competition, you need to always be the obvious choice to potential customers. Implementing any of the things we've mentioned so far in this training are going to help you dramatically. Design must not focus on selling a product. The design needs to sell the company, build trust, demonstrate expertise. Become the obvious choice, gain niche authority, and you'll have people begging to work with you. So, the 5 pillars of success: speed, responsivity, security, automation and systems, and removal of yourself from the sales process. So, let's go through this again quickly. Speed. A slow site equals loss of traffic, and a loss of traffic equals tens or even hundreds of thousands in lost business. Responsivity. More than 50% of web traffic originated from mobile devices in 2018, and this is just going up. If your site isn't completely responsive, you can safely assume at least 30 to 50% loss in yearly revenue. Security. Having an insecure site lowers your search rank. It also makes people feel uncomfortable checking out with their credit card and other personal details. Automation and systems. To scale, you must remove yourself from the sales process. This means taking advantage and incorporating modern automation systems. Put your business on autopilot and generate new leads in sales 24/7 with zero input. Your secret salesman. The biggest thing you must take away from this training is the importance of your online brand. It's how people judge you, their first impression, and the biggest determining factor into whether they turn into a customer. And the thing you need to realise is websites can be a huge asset or an enormous liability. Which will your site be? So, you can either join us or watch as we continue to put our competition to rest. At this point in the training, you basically have 2 options. First, go at it alone, spend huge amounts of time and money figuring this stuff out, getting frustrated and wasting your company's resources. Or 2, have it taken care of by an agency that has not only done it, but has mastered it and produced results unlike any others to a level of unparalleled quality and attention to detail. Introducing our Web Sprint program. What is it? It's your complete digital package. It's not just the design, it's everything every other agency forgets. As a standard, every client receives the entire website building design. You also get our UK-based web hosting service, Helium Hosting, management and updating, support via phone, email and text 24/7, free SSL certificate and daily site backups. But you may be thinking, what else can I add? It doesn't just end at the basic services. We also offer a variety of add-ons that will strengthen your business. As optional extras, you can add analytics and tracking, email newsletters, meeting booking platforms, paid traffic services, SEO analysis and strategy, and a few other options detailed on our website. And it starts at just £99 per month. So what would you rather have? That cheeky Starbucks coffee that's £3.50 per day? Or for the same price, have us help you in scaling your business? Now here are some important notes. We're highly trained. We've spent hours, days, even years mastering our skills and building the most fully featured and highest quality service in the industry. We run the most operationally slick agency I've personally seen to date, and we have systems and protocols that you and your business will slot into. No waiting around for a response. We're available 24/7, rain or shine. So, last and final words. Think about the almost negligible cost of our service. Consider the potential return you are going to see. We could be charging thousands for this service, but we're choosing at this time to make it available to any business. Whether you choose to work with us or not, you must prepare and adjust to become a new breed business, otherwise you'll be put out of business in the next few years. Want to get in touch and book a discovery call? Simply go to jellypixels.co.uk/apply. Thank you for watching.